then. Let's go. TPC Sawgrass.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this exclusive fellowship. The top 25 from the regular season have already secured their spots, and another 25 spots are up for grabs here this week. Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Duffner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate?
Let's hope it's me.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pot bunker left of this green when you go for two that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Rich, it's not all gone. This is where you can pick yourself off the canvas. Start to string together one or two good shots in a row.
Wipe away all the negative thoughts from the bad start and just try to focus on what's in front of you. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. the shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Settles in over the putt. And with that birdie, moves into second place. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par threes, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par three.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
So the shot has landed, I'm not sure if it's on the mulch or in the mulch. Either way, it's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't have mulch of a shot you left.
Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star from this group, someone along the lines of a Keegan Bradley?
Well, the golfer I'm watching right now, really, Rich, is considered a prodigy at the age of 2, and a lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for this player to come out, and I'm being one of those. Very impressed. The golf swing is excellent, touch, but even the competitive skill.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
He's not happy. Bogey. Damn it.
Not the best stuff we've seen today, that's for sure.
Yeah, bogeys aren't going to cut it, especially when you should be making a move in the other direction.
Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee.
We talk so much about players' futures. We look at this shot coming up. This man being talked about for many a year. Prodigy, perhaps. But the way he's looked today, I'm starting to be a believer. This surely must be a talent for the future.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Damn it. Too much spin. Crap.
Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
Oh, in the hole. In the hole. Yeah!
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot.
Really? Let's do it. Oh, what a shot.
Frank, that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and get any more out of that. Smart shot.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Yes. Needed that.
Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. There you have it, Frank. The first round is a wrap. We saw some good golf out there.
It was certainly a fun round to watch. There's a lot of great players in this
Shut off the lead
field,
after the first round.
and this is such an exciting venue. I just can't wait to see what happens the rest of the championship.
Two shots off now.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It's the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. We saw a lot of great golf on day number 1, but as we inch closer, Frank, with those 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs, that pressure begins to ratchet up.
It would have to, Rich, with that golden ticket come the end of this week, and that's a chance to play on the PGA Tour. But for the time being, let's look at the way they're playing right now. We are seeing some players play at the top of their game.
So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Used to be a good one, this one.
Birdie try up next. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That's how it's going to go. Then I should just leave.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Should put more power into it.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
They're safe.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Really needed a birdie there.
Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're a long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
It's down 4 feet.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot.
Triple 4 down.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
That's a cool game.
So close. Damn.
Just a little tap in here.
Damn, little par.
Now in second after that par.
Only one more player to overtake now.
Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
Frank, there's fairway, there's rough, and then there's mulch.
Yeah, the worst thing about the mulch is all these little chips around the ball, and that's so the ball doesn't sit up. And once again, this shot might look easy, but if you just miss it a bit, it so exaggerates the outcome.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
I won't be getting this, that's for sure. No.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just 5 feet left.
Damn, 3 pars in a row.
Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at Tpc Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
Do I go short or long? Down 4 feet. Wind isn't too bad. Let's just go long.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
I'm going to drop a shot here, that's for sure.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right.
Oh. Ah.
Getting set now over the putt.
I bottled it.
That's about as depressing a moment as there is in golf. When you miss the bogey putt, you know you're staring at double.
Absolutely bottled it.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Drop 2 shots. Not
That's
good.
messy. That's a double bogey. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think anybody
6th.
looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
Twelfth. Right. 2 shots behind though.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. We are into the third round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs, dreams about to be made.
It's amazing what's ahead of these young players, Rich. Not just getting through the next 2 rounds, but also trying to suppress perhaps what might be for them next.
Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Good chance at one.
He's like cyber vision, shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Oh.
So close. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Settles in over the putt.
Another par save.
Got it for par.
Got it.
Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage a miss hit.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Birdie try up next. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
That was going in.
Even par, currently.
Oh, almost missed.
Has it. Good putt right there. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun, par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
Yes.
Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Going short this time. Went long last time, didn't work out. Oh! Damn.
That was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole. From that spot,
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Yes.
oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Frank, the ninth is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right, then sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Let's drive it again.
Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the ninth. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there, very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the 2 little pop bunkers on the right side.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Oh, I want to put this.
Pretty good shot right there. Did the job right there. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports.
I'm 4 shots off now. Crap.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
This is it, final round. This is where it counts.
You'll need to catch this solid 190 yards away. Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left.
Oh
so even
God,
when the
what a
flag's on the
shot.
left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
That is some good work right there. Birdie, and one shot closer to the lead.
3 shots off. And And he needs to drop some shots.
All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
It's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You've got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. And there's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot.
Mile-an-hour headwind. 3 feet down. Okay, stay short.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Chance for back-to-back.
Crap. Just crap. Oh my God, what a push.
Normally you'd be happy to take 2 from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at Tpc Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Watch out for that bunker if I'm short.
I like the looks of this one.
Yes.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie. Well, we've heard about this talent for a long while now. Birdie putt and a chance to get just one step closer to earning that golden ticket, chance to play the PGA Tour.
Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Drive it, do I? As long as I hit it straight.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
I think I just put her, to be honest. Damn it.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That's good work right there. Just a tap in.
Bottled it again. Yet again.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh,
So
no.
close. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Drop shot. Damn.
And that's a bogey.
Oh, easy drop the shot as well.
Through the years, Frank, there have been 6 aces here at 17.
But it's hard to imagine that the last one was back in 2002 by none other than the most interesting man in the game and probably the most interesting par 3 in the game. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Now we're talking.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Yes.
One more birdie and now tied for the lead.
Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now the approach shot here to 18, just one last good swing, Frank.
There's a little false front here that you have to avoid, so something that pitches over that right bunker that lands a good 10 or so yards on this green is certainly the desired goal.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
This is not what I need.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
And another good par.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
Definitely is like a dream come true. Gotta stay balanced. Career Builder Challenge.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
Got my game card.
Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. A lot of excitement here. Let's take you out to the action once again at the 13th. Has not been a banner day for our featured player, Frank, but it is only the first round.
You always got to try and get something out of your round, even if it's something to work on for tomorrow.
Down 12 feet. What am I doing?
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
No.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor.
Jim now win.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go.
5 shots on the lead. 6 shots.
Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. Ah, nice.
Looks good.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Yes.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those two bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards, so even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and wedge. That's how you get aggressive.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt.
Oh, yes.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage, but you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Drive it again. Crap.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like.
Damn it.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Third shot now from the bunker. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Ooh, chance for birdie, birdie.
Really? Is there that much break on it?
Oh, my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Solid par to remain 1 under.
Still 3 shots off.
Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now He's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
And he's made it onto the green now. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So with that, the score is now at even par. Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long, water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. That's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with. Safely on deck. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Yes. Got my bird. Nice.
So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. Well, that about wraps things up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Enjoyed it, Frank.
Certainly did, Rich. Once again, the golf course provided more than a stern test.
And for the entire team, I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.
Five shots off the lead.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. It's second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
You are right.
Where's your put down again? Damn.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's just downright embarrassing. On the putting surface and now off. On the fringe? Wow.
Drop shot again.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
You said it best.
Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance, that really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number. Something that you've got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here. Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point.
Poor play to this point.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, this for birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
What a crap lie. Didn't even break.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
This would give him the par. Has his par. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
A driver again, do we?
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Yes. As I needed it.
Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Frank, the par 4 ninth at 452 yards is all you want.
You could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh no, too hard.
Now, just when you
Damn.
thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Just 5 feet left. Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And we are back at PGA West, getting set to continue the action on the back 9. Beautiful hole here. Rock border that lines the water here at number 10. It's 416 yards. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Too much again.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
He has this attempt for par. He'll take par and move on. So 2 rounds in the books. Frank, that was fun.
It certainly was. It bodes well for the weekend. Saw a lot of good players that seem to actually have a good fit for this golf course. That bodes well for the next 36 holes.
Five shots off.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today it's live 3rd round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back nine now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium length par 4. But again, the player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dogleg, really. And if you don't get the ball on the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
So, sizing up the approach shot here at the par 4 10th. What's a player trying to work out right now with their caddy?
Distance club selections is always the situation here when you have something to carry and something to stay short of.
Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Oh, I shouldn't have moved it.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green, but if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
That's in the fairway. Second from an excellent lie.
I'm going to drive it again. Probably will. There's a road on that hill.
Now the third shot here at the par 5 11th.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
That birdie.
So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Really? Oh, I do want to
That
change
was a
this.
good-looking putt, just
No.
not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good effort and good par putt. Now teeing off here at the par 3, 13th. Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Trying to stay steady, make a par. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
Stop. No.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Down, little Sheba, down! Just averted danger right there, so close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Yes.
Methodically starting to climb the leaderboard now. 4 under par for the tournament with yet another birdie. So through 3 rounds, just outside the top 10, what kind of a chance do you give a player who is sitting outside the first 10?
Yeah, it's slim. I certainly would not say none, though, Rich. We've countless times over the years seen someone post an early one in and watch the leaders crumble at the end. Good opportunity tomorrow. Put a good round on the board and then just sit back and wait. And then remember, there's also the chance of a playoff.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
Shots off. McIlroy second.
Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
All right, partner, walk us through this approach shot here at the 14th.
You have to respect the back of the screen as it starts to narrow up. The widest part of the screen is the front. The advantage of that, though, if you do leave it a little bit shorter, you are putting uphill.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Birdie try again here today.
Get it.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause.
Still 5 shots off, though. Stenson's gained one.
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Now the approach here at 15.
Do this and do some backspin. Oh, crap.
Good, clean contact and a nice result.
Backspin.
And a chance for birdie coming up. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh, almost too fast.
And that's a birdie.
Stenson gained another shot again. Damn him.
Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, and that's a big hit to get past that, then all of a sudden, you know, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here.
Drive it again.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Yes.
It's a nice birdie right there.
Stenson
Could
got
not
another
have come
one
at a
again.
better time. Third place now.
Par 3 17th. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Yes.
He's made it. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You are allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Getting set now over the putt. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Balance is best. BioWare Classic.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Early in the round, still holding steady, even par on the day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way.
Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Second shot, good look at the green.
What am I doing?
Didn't knock down the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
21 steps, or should I say feet.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, you can see the frustration. Almost kicked his putter head right there with a drop shot here at the 4th. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands, par 5, and it's a good one, 635 yards. Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Christ.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Par 4 6th here at the Wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
Two choices here, Rich. Lay it up short of the Wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up and flash it across the Wetlands. They're just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4.
Let's risk it for a biscuit.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
300 yards.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point.
What do you mean some poor play? They're on my last hole. Yes.
Birdie try up next. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
He's going to drive it again.
Ready for his third shot, needs to hit this close. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
Yes.
And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie.
Ninth.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
Shots off.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Getting ready to tee off, coming off a solid first round. Let's see if our featured golfer can conjure up some of that magic here in round number 2, Frank.
Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Almost.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Let's drive it again.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Good-looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Let's go.
Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
There is
Four
hope.
shots off.
Now on the top 25.
for you, Poulter.
Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor, and that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together.
Yes.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off, and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, still relatively early in the round, but given what we've seen so far, this could be a heck of a golf round.
Yeah, right now, everything's just going according to plan. It's like he's playing on all 8 cylinders. So really, you're just trying to get out of your own way.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Makes it right in the center. Two rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, you know, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
Still 2 shots off.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the Wetlands?
Swampland, the Gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions. This looks like it's going to find the target. Second shot.
Oh my God, what a hole.
Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Now to the fifth hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, they get straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Second from an excellent lie. Chance to get it close here. Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golfers, golf spectators, play the game. And whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
Well, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might, he's gone for a little extra.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip.
Oh, yeah.
Smoked that one.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Moves into second place with that birdie. Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank, a par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The Wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the 3-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Should I drive it again? Try and get this forward spin on it.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Look at the speed as it is. Oh, not bad.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And with that, birdie moves into a tie for the lead.
We've got ourselves a battle right now, Rich.
Did not expect that.
On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Birdie try again here today.
Well, that birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
Ooh, Martin Laird gone one up. 11 under. Fourth.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Club down, I think.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Right. Yes.
Well, Frank, he needed that birdie, had to have it.
Now only trailing by 2, Rich.
Come on.
Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards.
Oh, here we go.
And that ball is absolutely scorched, just hit a seed out there. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Let's drive it again.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
Oh,
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet.
is that the lead?
Drops it in for birdie.
It is. And the two boys have finished.
Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Looks like he just misread that.
Oh, no.
Frank, let's hope he doesn't make double bogey now.
That's the saddest coming out in your Rich.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Now slipping back into a tie. Atop the leaderboard after that bogey.
It's scary. Looks like they found reverse gear. Not a good sign.
I need a birdie to
Gives
win.
up a shot, slides
damn it.
down into a tie for first after that bogey.
Oh, here we go again.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Yes. That's the tournament, boys.
And that's a birdie. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.
Do we get a trophy? Where's my trophy? Right, let's go to Phoenix Open. Good old McIlroy, huh?
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Welcome to the stadium course, Tpc Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Starting 27th. The Waste Management.
Resuming the action here at EA Sports, let's go out to the 7th hole and pick up with our featured golfer. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Getting set now over the putt. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
This is a good hole, Frank, the par 4 eighth.
Yet another dogleg left, Rich, on the front side. And it's a sharper dogleg now because they've put in 2 bunkers down the left side. It used to be a bailout area. He goes after it like he is here.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip.
Long just meant longer.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you're swinging well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult. Should be safely on deck.
Nice.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, it's not just a golf tournament at the Tpc Scottsdale.
It's a party.
It's a giant throwdown, isn't it?
It certainly is, but the atmosphere works there. It just fits in. The players are aware of it. They're quite fine to play amongst it too because it's such a rare event.
And to be honest, a lot of the fans, and there were almost 180,000 on Saturday alone in 2013, a lot of the fans, they don't see a single golf shot. They're too busy having a good time, having a party.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, my God.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Player knows they're on the move with that birdie. Quick glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Here we go again. Too much. Stop.
He moved that one out there, but he is not going to light the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
No.
Wow, almost fell within just a few inches of dropping.
This is not a drop shot though.
Just a tap in to finish the hole.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
And still some time. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water, it always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting. Surely not.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, I thought he made that. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Just a couple of feet. Nice par to remain 3 under. So, 1 round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
Four shots off now. Counting ducks, eh?
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at Tpc Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the Tpc Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era.
Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Bold, smart. Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my art.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
That's too much, I reckon.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Did the job right there. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed, still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Methodically starting to climb the leaderboard now. 4 under par for the tournament with yet another birdie.
No shots off.
Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Why can't I? The wind though. The wind will carry it. I whisk it. Oh! I hit the
Playing
pin.
this par 4 still not on the green after that
Damn it.
second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Oh no, come on.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Putt for par. He needs one.
Crap.
Has his par. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits the draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep too, so judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
Second shot, good look at the green.
I think I'll go short this time. The wind will take it. Too much wind.
And it makes the green in regulation.
It's par 4.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Frank, he might like this one. He might
Oh, my
like. Oh, he's
God.
gonna love it, Frank.
Yes, he does.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Getting set now to start one of the most exciting back 9s in all of golf on the PGA Tour here at Tpc Scottsdale, beginning with the 10th.
If you stand on this green, Rich, and look backwards, you realize how severe this dogleg is. But from the tee side, it's a sharp dogleg to the right. It's actually a layup down the left side. And then a second shot around the 150, 160 yard mark in.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
Three shots off the lead.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Here at the Tpc Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything: birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's been changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
5 shots off.
Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway, actually makes the whole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. You don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, well, you're going to have to carry that front bunker.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Looks like he just misread that.
Not enough power.
Locked in on the read and the speed. And he makes it for par. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
Get back. Stop. No.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut. Oh, get down, look out.
It's over. The green.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Stop.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. He's made it. Well, partner, here we go. Players have characterized it as terrifying, chaotic, amazing. The stadium atmosphere here at this hole, the 16th of par 3, is really spectacular, isn't it, Frank?
It is. Because of the atmosphere, the number of people, this is the closest a golfer gets to like kicking a field goal in a Super Bowl. It's just surrounded by people. It's not really the difficulty of the hole. Just over 160 yards and modest par 3. There's no water in trouble. But it's an atmosphere that golfers never normally are familiar with.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Yeah, everybody talks about maybe a hole-in-one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. But Rich, it needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byram, whose brother Kurt is a commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byram was just minding his own business, standing on the green, sort of leaning on his putter, and you know what happened.
Yeah, the ball hit Tom Byram's putter and then careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the past.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
An eagle? Holy crap. Oh, yeah.
Par 4 18th, and Frankie, if you are trying to win the tournament out here at TPC Scottsdale, this is all you want down the stretch.
It is. There's a short bunker there, obviously, for the recreational player to respect. 3 bunkers down the right side protected, and that new bunkering situation down the left there to stop the attack of a Bubba Watson or a J.B. Holmes. Now this tee shot is going to have to be respected, and the green too is anything other than flat.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards, 115 yards.
Rich, it's a different challenge today. The weather is so day-to-day out here, and when you get a breeze like this that's kicking up, you really have to sort of change your approach to playing these holes.
It looks nice out there, the blue skies, plenty of high sunshine, but it's a challenge because those winds have really freshened up. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
I want to be short of it.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. And he's putting for par now. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at Tpc Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular site for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament.
No way I'm winning this. Should have touched off the pace.
Good contact, good result.
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit.
If you're going to hit it down.
It's par 5.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Stop.
That one is running so hot. Just in the first cut of rough. Not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here.
Shit. Damn it.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That is a solid par putt. Par 4, 14th. Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at Tpc Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course, that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green.
This is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Really? This is that awkward length.
Oh, in the hole. Oh.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Just a couple of feet.
Damn, no car.
He's made it. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
This needs to be accurate.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that looks.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
And it makes the green in regulation. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the Tpc Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the Rory spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today.
Oh,
and
my
I think
God.
Rory McIlroy probably is
How
the
did
only
that
other
not go
player
in?
that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Just on the edge.
Well, that's the best that was going to be, on the fringe.
Not too bad.
No, I want to put the pitch. I want to push.
I like this one, Frank.
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh, that was so close.
Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, it's the new bunkering down the left side, but it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
What was he doing there?
So a tester from 4 feet.
Nice.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf, and it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.
Oh, I finished third. Nice. Oh, I'm first in the FedEx Cup. Nice. Arnold Palmer Invitational. '70th. What?
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Shots off. Good old Patrick.
Frank, the par fives here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570 odd yards, tiered high, let it. Well, when he goes after, he is here. Grab the fire extinguisher, put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Oh, so long.
Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida in the 1970s and fell in love with this piece of ground. He bought it, and he's grown it ever since, and now it is host to one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Big, strong golf course. You have to really be a good ball striker and generally one of the longer hitters to be successful around here. So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12, pitch shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Yeah, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And getting ready for the putt. That birdie gets the player to red figures, 1 under for the tournament. 13th hole is where the action is right now. Let's take you there. As we check in on this early round action, we join our featured golfer, already playing well to this point. Couple of low numbers on the scorecard.
Yeah, it looks very good. Good swings out there and some good putting as well.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, as we come to the 14th of par 3, what's ahead for the players?
Once again, another tough par 3 coming up. Narrow at the front. It gets a little wider the further you go up this green.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, the time is now to start making birdies, and there we go. 1 on the board and suddenly inside the top 20.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of in that, but really, you've got to be aggressive from here on in.
Frank, deep in the round at the 15th, you need to maybe make something happen. How difficult is that with such a huge dog like here?
Once again, make sure you know the distance to carry the bunker or run out. You've got to play to your strength.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
That will be a great look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
So that concludes round 1. Frank, what's the mindset after this first day?
Well, the important thing is just try and play smart, get a feel for the golf course. That's what you try and do on the opening round. And now that the players have seen it, we should see some better scores tomorrow.
To start the round.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, site of one of the PGA Tour's premier stops, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Always attracting a great field. And through the years, it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. Great weather. And Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on the back nine?
Trying to avoid those three bunkers, two on the left, one on the right, but it's one of the few holes that moves to the right. So if you can just smoke one over that right bunker, just a sand iron in there.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you're swinging well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Nice.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Frank starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. Two bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, another good hole to par 4 11th. Looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side. That has to be respected. And a green really where you've got to favor the right side, or at least right of middle.
Damn. Up. Slow ball. And backspin.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Nice.
Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf.
5 shots off.
Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green. Oh, that's fine.
Back in 1971, Frank, Arnold Palmer won the event. That was 8 years before he actually became the host. Beat one of the sweet swingers in the game, Julius Bordos, by a shot.
Yeah, Julius Boris is certainly a name to remember and a rhythm that everybody would like to copy. But, you know, in the mid-'70s, Arnold was just prolific. And he grew to really love and savor his own event. Once he put his name on it, the event just simply grew in stature.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now his third, staring right at the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
At the par 4 13th now. And Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship.
3 shots off.
Frank, now to the
them in.
14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green. So ideally, you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Not too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot. Second shot.
Solid play, heart of the green.
Off the pin.
That is a solid par putt right there. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
It's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side. He's going for a little extra.
Excellent looking shot here.
Smoked that one.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Trying to make yet another birdie. That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
2 shots off the lead. Ninth. This is the final round.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Frank, great golf course and great man behind it.
Oh, it certainly is. Anytime you get a chance to play the King's Golf Course in Arnold Palmer, that is a pleasure. Hosted the Arnold Palmer Invitational for so many years now and always produces a worthy champion.
Arnold Palmer bought it in the 1970s. Through the years, Frank, it wasn't unusual to see Arnold roaming the grounds, hitting golf balls, playing in that regular game. They call it the shootout. He's still pretty competitive.
Oh, he is, that's for sure. Yeah, he'll sneak out there, do a little bit of practice beforehand. He does not like to hand over his $20 note.
It's a tough golf course, Frank, with a really exciting finishing stretch.
There's enough water there to tempt the faintest of hearts, that's for sure, and also steal a dozen or so golf balls.
And it's been the scene of some really incredible moments. I think back to Robert Gomez as a rookie holing out with a 7-iron on the final hole to beat Greg Norman.
Yeah, Matt Every won in 2014. Of course, Tiger Woods has literally owned this golf course, winning 8 times. And, of course, the last of which was in 2013.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Player knows they're on the move with that birdie.
Pushes on
Quick
now.
glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
3 shots off.
Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right. They always catch the straight tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Birdie try again here today. Good birdie right there, moving to 3rd place on the leaderboard. Frank, the par 5s here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570-odd yards, tee it high, let it fly.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Playing his 2nd shot here at the par 5.
Driving it again. I think so.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Third shot, looking for a good one. Birdie try up next. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Great shot to get the birdie.
One behind.
Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's the par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down. 250 off the tee leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Welcome to the King's Palace. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for EA Sports. Today, we're here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, it's right in the heart of Orlando, Florida. You've played this course before. What do you need to look out for?
Ideally, you've got to hit the ball with a high, soft landing flight, which is not a shot that most amateurs have in their bag. But Florida courses, they differ from a lot of the other courses within North America, and what they lack in change of elevation, they make up in difficulty by the use of water and very firm greens.
It is a par 72 with a tough finishing stretch. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
What a birdie. Time running out. Couldn't have come at a better time.
To within 2 shots of the lead. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot, which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This one looks right on point.
Stop. Yes.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet.
Come on.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Yes.
One or two more like that, Frank. They're going to go from third all the way to the top.
And no stopping.
Crowd love it.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Damn it.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Ah. Oh.
Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Just a little tap in here.
Damn it. Drop a shot on the 17th. It's not what I need.
Not the best stuff we've seen today, that's for sure.
Yeah, bogeys aren't going to cut it, especially when you should be making a move in the other direction.
You know, Tiger was born on the same day as LeBron James, December 30th. And he's had his share of slam dunks, especially on the 18th hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, he's just a perfect fit for the golf course. You'd think every now and again he fears left, but he doesn't fear left at Bay Hill. We've seen his best golf over the years, over the last 15 or so years. To win there 8 times, nobody's come close to that. Ernie Els, one of the great players in the world, has won it twice.
Well, Frank, I just love this second shot here at 18. We've seen it so many times. We've seen some great moments, and we've seen some very unfortunate ones as well.
It scares the living daylights out of even the best players in the world. Very skinny entry to this crescent-shaped green on the left side. But if you go down the left, there's those 2 bunkers that sort of stop you going too far left. If you go straight at it, there's another bunker towards the right. This is so much about, are you swinging good? Do you have the shot? Now I've got to find out.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh my God, I thought I could do it.
We're just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
That'll put a wrap on our final round coverage for all of us at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time.
I'll be back. Still top of the FedEx.